When you look at all previous films, it shouldn't be the hardest accomplishment in the world, and yet somehow no movie so far succeeded. Well, I guess Assassin's Creed might just have. For me, it's the best video game adaptation so far.
We are assassins.
Probably the worst thing about the trailers, at least the first two, was the music. Guess what's one of the movie's best elements? The music. So don't worry, there's no Kanye West, no hip-hop. It's not that I don't like this kind of music, but it wouldn't fit the movie. Assassin's Creed was a very positive surprise for me. I'm a gamer, always have been, but I never ever played any game of the Assassin's Creed series. It's just not really my kind of game. And yet, what director Justin Kurzel and his team did appealed to me very much. I was never that guy who put his faith into that one day when video games would make great movies, because I play games for different reasons than for what I watch movies. It's a very different transition than, for example, that for a comic book movie. Comic books want to tell stories like movies, but in another medium. Video games can also want to tell great stories, and some or many actually do, but it's still not the main emphasis of most games. So how do you do a good video game adaptation? And should you even go for it? Well, there are certainly ways to do it, and some games seem to be more compatible than others. Like I said, I haven't played Assassin's Creed, but from what I know there are a few very important things to talk about here. They took the main idea from the games, that strange science fiction meets historical stuff approach, but they also did something new. They don't just do a movie version of, let's say, the first game. They created a new storyline with new characters to follow. I think that's the right way to go here. No matter how long you want your movie to be, normally you can't cram 10 hours or more per game into a 2-hour narrative. Assassin's Creed is what you can call a high-concept movie, a movie that relies on a distinct premise, a what-if question. Many blockbusters are high-concept. Planet of the Apes would be a good example, or Groundhog Day, or Jurassic Park. The premise of Assassin's Creed is, what if we could relive the past to gain information to change the future? In order to do that, you got a big machine called the Denis that allows someone to delve into his or her genetic memory, reliving the past, while projecting it somehow around them for other people to see. It's kind of next level cinema. Forget about 3D, welcome to the Denis. Michael Fassbender plays Cal Lynch, who is forced to go back to the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah. The party's just getting started.
The Inquisition, what a show, the Inquisition.
Yeah, not like that. What the movie does quite well is explaining its concept to the audience. I knew absolutely nothing about it and everything was quite clear and intriguing. You have to like it though. You have to like the idea and just accept its concept. Asking yourself how exactly this Denis was built and how it works won't help much. There are two factions, the Assassins, who try to protect the Apple of Eden, and then there are the Templars, who want it because it holds the essence of free will and therefore also the cure to all violence. You can run with the idea and enjoy it like I did, or you can find it rather silly. Also, the explaining is done mostly by showing. It doesn't take long for Fassbender to be thrown into the Denis, and we are right in our first intense action scene. The movie changes back and forth between short action sequences in the Denis and longer story-driven stuff in the high-tech sci-fi facility Fassbender's character is taken to. Here, Marion, Cotillard's character Sophia, tells him the basic stuff. And then it's time for the Denis to do its magic and we find ourselves in the 15th century. And unlike in the games, all the historical scenes are in Spanish with subtitles, which gives the movie some authenticity. But you don't have to read that much either, because those scenes are where the action takes place. And it's quite a joy to watch. Justin Kurzel's previous movie was Macbeth, and he definitely has a knack for style. It's a very stylized movie with lots of camera movement, long digital shots, but also many practical effects as well. The movie pretty much feels like a combination of The Da Vinci Code, The Matrix and Bourne Ultimatum. The action is very fast, sometimes a little bit too shaky, but if you enjoy parkour-style close-range combat, you will get your money's worth. In German I'd say, der Film geht echt gut rein. I was feeling right in the middle of it, and the cool soundtrack by the director's brother Jet Kurzel was amazing. Very atmospheric, very driven. Paired with Fassbender's intense acting, it was quite something. But the action and concept aside, the movie stays pretty abstract. The characters function mostly just in order to drive the plot along. They have some traits to them, but not many. But the way the movie works, I didn't mind it that much, because I also enjoyed the performances and there's really a lot of great talent involved. Normally you wouldn't really expect an actress like Charlotte Rampling or someone like Gleeson to appear in something like this. Even Michael K. Williams, aka Omar Little, is in it. And of course Jeremy Irons, who is a lot better than in his last game adaptation. By the way, my favorite scene involves some singing from Michael Fassbender. We're always coming back to the music with this one. Overall, the movie's kind of predictable towards the end, and the finale was a little bit underwhelming, but as a whole, I had a good time with Assassin's Creed, and therefore I would go as high as 7 out of 10. It's more like 7.1, but I don't do that.
I'm beginning to like this.
Alright, that's it like always. Comment below, let me know what you think about Assassin's Creed. And today's question is of course, what's your favorite video game adaptation? Mine's Assassin's Creed. You can hit me up on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram simply at TheJimmyCage. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever you like.
You are not my